Hey everyone, we're all given the same 24 hours in a day. It's our most valuable resource, yet it's something we can't get back. Once an hour is gone, it's gone. Think about that for a second. What if we could harness those hours, make them work for us, and ultimately achieve more with the time we have? That's where time management comes in. In this video, I'm sharing 10 practical tips to help you master your time, boost your productivity, and live a more fulfilling life. We're talking about actionable strategies you can implement right away. So whether you're a student, entrepreneur, or just someone looking to regain control of their day, stick around. These tips are designed to help you make the most of every single minute. Before we dive into specific techniques, let's talk about the foundation of effective time management: setting clear goals. It's like having a destination in mind before you start a road trip. Without a clear destination, you'll be driving aimlessly, wasting time and energy. But with a well-defined goal, you have a direction, a purpose for your journey. The same applies to your daily life. When you know what you want to achieve, you can allocate your time and energy more effectively. It's about aligning your actions with your aspirations. Now, big goals can be overwhelming. That's where breaking them down into smaller, more manageable tasks comes in. Think of it like climbing a mountain. You don't just teleport to the top, right? You break the climb down into smaller, achievable milestones: base camp, the first ascent, and so on. Each small step contributes to the overall goal. By focusing on these smaller tasks, you create a sense of progress, which can be incredibly motivating. This approach not only makes your goals less daunting, but also helps you prioritize your efforts. It allows you to identify the most crucial tasks that will move the needle toward your larger objective. All right, so you have your goals and have broken them down. Now it's time to bring structure to your days with a schedule. This is where you translate intention into action. Think of a schedule as your roadmap to success. It provides a visual representation of how you'll allocate your time throughout the day, week, or even month. Whether you prefer a physical planner, a digital calendar, or a simple to-do list, find a system that works for you and stick with it. The key is consistency. When creating your schedule, be realistic about how much you can accomplish in a given time frame. It's easy to overestimate our capabilities and end up feeling overwhelmed. Don't forget to schedule breaks. Breaks are not a luxury. They're essential for maintaining focus and preventing burnout. We'll talk more about the importance of breaks later. Remember, your schedule is a living document. It's okay to adjust it as needed based on your priorities, energy levels, and unexpected events. Flexibility is key. The goal is to create a system that supports you in making the most of your time, not one that feels restrictive or overwhelming. So, you've got your goals set and your schedule blocked out. That's a great start. But how do you decide what to work on first when everything feels important? This is where prioritization comes in. One of the most effective tools I've found for this is the Eisenhower Matrix. The Eisenhower Matrix, named after President Dwight D. Eisenhower, is a simple but powerful framework for categorizing your tasks based on urgency and importance. It helps you visually separate the tasks that actually require your immediate attention from those that can be scheduled for later or even delegated or eliminated. Essentially, you're dividing your to-do list into 4 quadrants: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important. By plotting your tasks into these quadrants, you gain clarity on where your focus should be. For example, tasks that are both urgent and important might include meeting critical deadlines, handling emergencies, or completing essential work projects. Important but not urgent tasks could be strategic planning, personal development, or long-term projects. These should be scheduled to ensure they get done. Urgent but not important tasks might include answering some emails, attending certain meetings, or handling interruptions. These can often be delegated. Finally, tasks that are neither urgent nor important could be trivial activities, excessive social media use, or other distractions. These should be minimized or eliminated. By effectively categorizing and prioritizing your tasks using the Eisenhower Matrix, you can focus on what truly matters and achieve greater productivity and success. Let's be honest, most of us gravitate towards urgent tasks, those that demand immediate attention. But often, these aren't the most important ones. The real magic happens when you focus on the important but not urgent tasks. These contribute to long-term goals and well-being. Think planning for the future, learning new skills, or working on that passion project. By prioritizing these tasks, you're investing in your future self. Remember, it's about working smarter, not just harder. You might be surprised by how much clarity you gain. Our culture often glorifies multitasking, portraying it as a desirable skill for increased productivity. But let's be honest, how often do you find yourself juggling multiple tasks at once, feeling scattered and ultimately less effective? The truth is, our brains aren't wired to effectively focus on multiple complex tasks simultaneously. When we attempt to multitask, we're essentially forcing our brains to rapidly switch between tasks, which can lead to decreased focus, increased errors, and reduced overall productivity. So what's the alternative? Single tasking. It's about dedicating your full attention to one task at a time, giving it your complete focus before moving on to the next. Trust me, the results can be transformative. Improved concentration, better comprehension, and higher quality output. Eliminate distractions and focus on one task at a time. You'll power through your to-do list with greater efficiency. Your brain will thank you for it. We live in a world overflowing with distractions. From the constant pings of our smartphones to the lure of social media, it's no wonder many of us struggle to stay focused. But here's the thing, we have more control over these distractions than we realize. The first step to minimizing distractions is identifying what they are. Take a moment to think about your typical day. What are the things that consistently pull you away from your work? Is it the constant stream of notifications on your phone? The urge to check social media every few minutes? Or maybe it's the noisy environment you're working in. Once you've identified your personal distraction culprits, you can start implementing strategies to minimize their impact. Remember, it's not about eliminating every single distraction, but rather about creating an environment that allows you to focus on the task at hand. Now that you've identified your distractions, it's time to take action. Create a dedicated workspace free from distractions. Find a quiet corner, use noise-canceling headphones, or inform your family or roommates when you need uninterrupted time. Tackle digital distractions by turning off unnecessary notifications. Use website blockers or app limits to avoid social media. Schedule specific times to check emails and messages. Creating a distraction-free environment is an ongoing process. The rewards are well worth it. Minimize distractions for deeper focus and increased productivity. Enjoy a greater sense of calm and control over your time. We often feel obligated to say yes to every request, but every yes to one thing is a no to something else. Maybe it's time with family, or working on a passion project, or even a good night's sleep. Saying no is self-preservation. It sets healthy boundaries and prioritizes what matters. Create space for what aligns with your goals. Saying no can be uncomfortable at first, especially if you're used to pleasing others. But there are ways to decline requests gracefully and without burning bridges. Start by being honest and direct, explaining that you're unable to take on the commitment right now. You don't need to over-explain or make excuses. A simple, "Thank you for thinking of me, but I'm fully committed right now," can suffice. If you're open to it, you can offer alternative solutions, like suggesting someone else who might be a good fit for the task. The key is to be assertive but respectful. Remember, you have the right to set boundaries and prioritize your own time. When you do, you'll find that people will respect your decisions and you'll be able to focus on what truly matters to you. Many of us try to do everything ourselves, thinking we're the only ones who can do it right, or that asking for help is a sign of weakness. But the truth is, delegation is a key skill for anyone looking to master time management and achieve more. Delegating tasks frees up your time and mental energy to focus on higher-level activities that require your unique skills and expertise. It also allows you to leverage the strengths of others and build a more collaborative and efficient work environment. Think about the tasks you handle regularly. Are there any that could be delegated to someone else? It could be anything from administrative tasks to creative projects. By identifying tasks that can be handled by others, you create space for yourself to focus on what truly moves the needle in your work and life. Effective delegation starts with identifying the right people for the job. Look for individuals within your team or network who possess the necessary skills and experience to handle the task efficiently. Clearly communicate your expectations, deadlines, and any specific instructions. Remember, delegation is not about simply dumping tasks on others. It's about empowering them to contribute their talents and grow professionally. Provide the necessary support and resources to ensure their success, and be available to answer questions and provide guidance along the way. When you delegate effectively, you not only free up your own time, but also foster a sense of ownership and accountability in others. It's a win-win situation that leads to increased productivity and a more fulfilling work experience for everyone involved. In our always-on culture, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and think that taking breaks is a luxury we can't afford. But the truth is, regular breaks are essential for maintaining focus, productivity, and overall well-being. Our brains are not designed for sustained periods of intense concentration. Just like a muscle needs rest after a workout, our minds need time to recharge and reset. When we push ourselves too hard without taking breaks, we risk burnout, decreased creativity, and reduced productivity. Stepping away from our work, even for a few minutes, can make a world of difference. It allows our minds to wander, which can spark new ideas and insights. It gives our eyes a break from screens, reducing eye strain and fatigue, and it allows us to come back to our tasks feeling refreshed and re-energized. The key to effective breaks is to make them a regular part of your routine. Instead of waiting until you're feeling completely drained, schedule short breaks throughout your day. A simple 5 to 10 minute break every hour can do wonders for your focus and productivity. During your breaks, get up and move around, stretch, go for a walk outside, or simply close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. The goal is to disconnect from your work and engage in activities that help you relax and recharge. Experiment with different types of breaks and find what works best for you. Some people find that short, frequent breaks are ideal, while others prefer longer breaks less often. The important thing is to listen to your body and give yourself permission to step away and recharge when needed. So you've implemented these time management techniques, you're prioritizing, you're focused, but something still feels off. Well, just like anything else in life, time management requires constant reflection and adjustment. Think about it this way. Even the most experienced sailors adjust their sails based on the wind. They don't just set sail and hope for the best. They're constantly evaluating the conditions and making tweaks to their approach. The same goes for your schedule and your time management system. What worked last month might not work this month. Maybe you've taken on a new project, or your priorities have shifted. That's okay. The key is to be aware of these changes and adapt accordingly. Don't be afraid to experiment with different techniques and strategies until you find what works best for you. Take some time each week to review your schedule and your to-do list. Ask yourself, what went well, what didn't go so well? Were there any unexpected roadblocks? Maybe you overestimated how much you could get done in a day. Or perhaps you underestimated the time it takes to complete certain tasks. This reflection process helps you identify areas for improvement. Once you've identified those areas, it's time to make adjustments. Don't be afraid to reschedule tasks, break them down into smaller chunks, or even eliminate them altogether if they're no longer serving your goals. Remember, your time is valuable. By regularly reviewing and adjusting your approach, you can ensure that you're spending it on the things that matter most. Now, let's talk about a crucial aspect of time management that often gets overlooked: self-care. You might be thinking, what does self-care have to do with getting things done? Well, here's the thing. You can't pour from an empty cup. Think of your energy levels like a phone battery. You can't expect your phone to function properly if the battery is constantly drained. The same goes for you. When you're burnt out, stressed, and sleep-deprived, your productivity plummets. Prioritizing your physical and mental health is essential for sustainable time management. It's about recharging your batteries so you can show up as your best self day in and day out. It's not about adding more tasks to your already overflowing plate. It's about integrating practices that nourish your mind and body, allowing you to be more focused and effective when you are working. Start by ensuring you're getting enough sleep. Most adults need around 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night. A good night's sleep improves your focus, concentration, and decision-making abilities. Next, incorporate regular exercise into your routine. Exercise doesn't have to be strenuous. Even a brisk walk or some light stretching can do wonders for your energy levels and mental clarity. Don't underestimate the power of a healthy diet. Fueling your body with nutritious foods provides the sustained energy you need to power through your day. Lastly, make time for activities you genuinely enjoy. Whether it's reading, spending time in nature, or catching up with friends, these activities help you unwind, de-stress, and recharge. So there you have it, 10 practical tips to help you master time management and unlock your full potential. Remember, it's not about cramming more into your day, but about being intentional with how you spend your time. Start with 1 or 2 tips that resonate with you, and gradually incorporate others into your routine. Celebrate your progress along the way. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on productivity and personal growth.